Brought to you by TaleBot Bedtime Stories, personalized tales for kids.
Neva and Duru, the Enchanted Forest Adventure. A special bedtime story for Neva. Once upon a time, in the beautiful city of Zurich, lived a little girl named Neva. Neva was a curious and adventurous 5-year-old with bright blue eyes and a smile that could light up the darkest room. She had a best friend named Duru, who was just as adventurous as she was. Duru had curly brown hair and a mischievous twinkle in her eyes. One sunny afternoon, Neva and Duru decided to explore the nearby mountains. They packed their little backpacks with sandwiches, water bottles, and a compass, just like their parents had taught them. They set off with excitement, holding each other's hands as they walked along the winding trails. As they climbed higher and higher, the air grew cooler and the trees became taller and greener. Neva and Duru marveled at the beauty of nature around them. They saw colorful wildflowers, heard the chirping of birds, and felt the gentle breeze on their faces. It was like stepping into a magical world. But as they ventured deeper into the forest, they realized they had lost their way. The trail had vanished, and all the trees looked the same. Neva's heart started beating faster, and Duru looked worried too. They knew they had to stay calm and think of a solution. Remembering what their parents had taught them, Neva suggested using the compass to find their way back. They took out the compass and tried to understand the directions. It was a bit tricky at first, but they didn't give up. With their determination and teamwork, they figured out the right path. Along the way, they encountered a friendly squirrel who showed them the way to a clear stream where they could refill their water bottles. They also saw a family of deer grazing peacefully in a meadow. Neva and Duru felt grateful for the beauty of nature and the help they had received. Finally, after a few hours, they reached a familiar spot near the mountainside. They could see their city, Zurich, in the distance. Neva and Duru hugged each other tightly, relieved and proud of themselves for finding their way back. They knew they had faced a challenge, but had overcome it together. On their way back home, Neva and Duru talked about their adventure. They realized that getting lost had made them appreciate the importance of staying calm and using their problem-solving skills. They also learned to be grateful for the help they received from nature and the friendly squirrel. That night, as Neva snuggled in her bed, she couldn't help but smile at the memories of their enchanted forest adventure. She felt proud of herself and grateful for her best friend Duru. Neva learned that even in challenging situations, she could rely on her own abilities and the support of her loved ones. The next day, Neva and Duru shared their adventure with their parents. They listened attentively, proud of their little explorers. Neva's parents praised her for her bravery and quick thinking, and Duru's parents hugged her tightly, grateful for her safe return. From that day on, Neva and Duru's bond grew even stronger. They continued to explore nature together, but now they were more careful and made sure to follow the trails. They knew that every adventure had its own challenges, but as long as they had each other, they could overcome anything. And so, Neva and Duru's friendship blossomed like the wildflowers in the enchanted forest. They learned the value of friendship, bravery, and gratitude. And every night, as they closed their eyes, they would dream of their magical adventure, knowing that the world was full of wonders waiting to be discovered. Sweet dreams, little Neva. May your dreams be filled with enchanting forests and lifelong friendships. Sleep tight and embrace the beauty of nature, for it holds endless treasures for those who dare to explore.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.